Do what thou wilt. That was the mantra of a man named Aleister Crowley, who is to this day probably the most famous, or rather infamous, Satanist and practitioner of black magic. As the story goes, Aleister Crowley allegedly had traveled to Egypt and apparently been spoken to by, in his words, some type of a god who provided this single commandment for humanity: do what thou wilt. Now, whether or not this entity was a god or a demon, or whether the story even happened at all to begin with, we'll probably never know the truth about all that. But regardless, this mantra, this slogan, has affected society on a massive scale since back then. We saw it on full display back in the 60s, in the days of free love and the hippie movement. We see it today in some of the youth culture and even, again, some of the elderly, more the hippie culture. We see it in the protests and the liberal sides of society. Essentially, do what thou wilt is the commandment that humans should do whatever makes them feel good, whatever feels right to them personally, whatever they choose to do. Now, I think if you're a more sensible person, you might see some issues with this, and many issues there are indeed. But this ideology has permeated its way into all different spheres of society, not just our school system, not just our politics, not just our individual lives, but also into entertainment media. And in particular, what I'm going to be referencing in this video is children's movies and children's programming. When I was young, and if you're my age or older, you remember children's programming at a time being sort of an expose of virtues and values such as honor, courage, loyalty, familial ties, duty to your community. The films that we watched back then expressed an importance on a connection to your community, on respect for authority, respect for your elders, such as your parents and your grandparents. It emphasized that we should honor their opinions, honor their advice, honor their ideas and traditions. The children's programming of today, however, is very different. The pinnacle, most important virtue in modern children's movies and programming is do what thou wilt, the words of the infamous Satanist Aleister Crowley. Now, on the surface, this doesn't always seem so bad. In fact, if we're to put it in the terms of these more liberally minded modern entertainment media creators, it would probably sound something like, oh, just do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Do what's right for you. You know, nothing is more important than your emotions and the way that you feel. And when you put it that way, it doesn't sound so bad, right? Seems a little innocent. But the bigger problem comes from the way that this deeply affects the youth that spend so much time watching this content. You see, I do believe that the creators of some of this stuff truly have the best of intentions. They want to make people feel more comfortable. They don't want people to grow up feeling disregarded or that their feelings don't matter. So they really put a lot of emphasis on that. The problem with this is that it creates a generation of people who are selfish, that don't respect authority, that are self-centered. Now you might be wondering, how am I making such a jump? How does it turn into that? Well, when the most important message you are hearing from all of your favorite TV shows and movies is that the most important thing is the way that you feel, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how that can turn into someone being selfish. When you grow up believing that nothing is more important than the way that you feel, that you are comfortable and happy in every situation, then that just becomes the most important thing that you care about, that nothing else matters over your own happiness. Therefore, the well-being of my family, of my parents, of my grandparents, we have a huge problem in Western society, in particular in America, of people disregarding the elders of their family, disregarding their grandparents. In many other cultures, years, the grandparents stay at home, live with the family, even when they're older. But it's a different society here. When this is the only message you're hearing, that your happiness and your comfortability is the most important thing, that your emotions take precedence over everything else, this will inevitably turn you into a selfish person. In many other cultures, as well as even in America, if we were to go back farther, the virtues were different. Our emotions did not hold a candle of importance compared to the duty and honor and respect that we are to have. You have a duty to your family. You have a duty to your community, to your society, to your nation. You must be courageous. You must act with honor. You must say the things that must be said, despite the fact that it will result in confrontation. You see, with this modern perspective and philosophy of do what thou wilt, or rather your emotions and your happiness are the most important over everything, one, you will avoid confrontation. Many people today fear confrontation. They don't like it. They avoid it at all costs. And as a result of this, they do not say the things that need to be said because they're afraid of a fight, an argument. There are so many things happening in society, politically or whatever it may be, that somebody needs to come out and just say the truth at face value, regardless of how mean it sounds or whatever. But because so many people are so concerned about their happiness and comfortability, the ones who see it refuse to step out of line and do that. And the people who do it get attacked for disrupting the comfort and the peace. Peace and happiness is not the most important things in the world, in life. They're not. In fact, if we were to run everything based on just peace and happiness being the top of the line, we would have a terrible society. Things would not go well. No, sometimes there are hard truths. There are things that need to be done that are not nice, that are not happy, and these things need to be said regardless of the fact that they may disrupt the peace. These things need to be done regardless of that fact. If an entire generation is being raised on media that is telling them, do what thou wilt, your life, it's your life, whatever you want, do whatever you want, your emotions are the most important, they will grow up to create a society that will be dysfunctional, that will be problematic. Think about it. All these different people doing what seems the best to themselves for their own emotion and their own happiness. That will just lead to chaos, to disarray, that's how you end up in a dystopian future where everyone is running around doing whatever they want because it makes them happy, regardless of the larger effects of it, the things that will affect our families, our society. I made a video about found family, and I think this is a good example of what I'm talking about in this video. When you reject your family because they don't agree with the decision you made in your life, let's say, I'll make a good example. I'm covered in tattoos. I love getting tattoos. My parents, my grandparents, they don't necessarily like to see that. Okay? Throughout my life, I got lots of ridicule. I got lots of judgment for it. But that was the decision that I made, fully aware that not everybody was going to agree with it. It is your parents' duty as a parent to tell you if they think you're making a bad decision, if they think you're doing something that's not good for your life. That is their duty. That is not grounds for you to go and cut off your entire family and go search for this mythical found family of fairy creatures that you want to be your friends, like we see in all these movies. You have a duty to your family. There are cases, of course, where people's families are violent, abusive, things like this, and it's understandable for people to separate themselves from those situations. But that's not the majority of what we see happening in our society. Rather, it's something like, oh, my parents don't like that I get tattoos and piercings. They're too traditional and conservative. I don't like them. I want nothing to do with them. And then these millennials, largely, let's call it out for what it is, go and cut off their families, just completely disregard the duty that they have to the people who brought them into this world and raised them and brought them up, to go and search for this mythical found family of fairy creatures out in the wild with random friends that they meet on Reddit or Tumblr or Roblox. Who knows what it is? These are the types of things that are the product of the do what thou wilt philosophy that comes directly from one of the most prominent Satanists in all of history. We need to get back to the old virtues, the old values of the old storytelling: duty, honor, discipline, courage, respecting your elders, respecting authority. That does not mean that you have to agree with everything your elders say. It does not mean you have to agree with everything that the authorities say, but you do have to have a respect and a reverence for those in positions above you. You know, you may or may not believe in God. That's fine. I don't get into what my opinions on that are either on this channel. It might surprise you how I feel about it, actually, because I'm sure you have assumptions about what I think. But the beauty of religion is that it creates an image of something higher than everything else, where we have to have a reverence and respect for this ultimate authority. And that works as the model for all of the authority figures in society: our teachers, our parents, the police, the government. Again, you don't have to agree with all these people. And in some cases, there are times where pushback or ideas to challenge some of these things are justified. However, you should have a reverence and a respect for their position that they're placed in and for what they say. Now, in modern society, we can see people all over the country, America is what I'm talking about, but this is true of other countries as well, ridiculing and criticizing the president. Now, this is to be expected, okay? Especially in American politics, we have two polarizing sides. Obviously, a good portion of the population is going to be unhappy with the president, whether they're on one side or the other. The problem with this, though, is that we see it trickle down to the lower levels of authority. You know, it goes down to the state government. It goes down to the town government, the mayor. It goes down to the school that you're in or your family unit. All of a sudden, you have a bunch of young people disrespecting their parents, disrespecting their grandparents and their elders who are in positions of authority over them because they did not grow up with these values of respect and reverence for authority. This is a serious problem. The do what thou wilt Satanist ideology philosophy that has permeated our society completely needs to be done. We need to go back to the old virtues, the old values: discipline, honor, courage, loyalty, respect for authority, respect for your family, and we will have a better society. Thank you guys for watching that video. It's probably pretty controversial, although I think I broke it down in a way that maybe it shouldn't be that controversial. If you do have arguments, head down to the comments section and let me know what you think. If you like that video, hit the like button and subscribe, because I do random kind of rant videos like this relatively frequently, so there will be plenty more. And also be sure to click the link to my Patreon in the description below. That is where you can go and read chapter 1 of my comic series Hollow Point completely for free. Then if you like it, you can subscribe to the Patreon for only $3 a month. I dropped the price from $5 a month, and then you will get access to the following chapters that come out monthly. In addition to that, you will get shout outs in every single YouTube video I make from this point on, as well as every issue of Hollow Point that comes out from this point on. And that being said, thank you so much to Austin Brown, the first Grand Justiciar tier member of my Patreon. I hope you enjoy the series, and I hope I can shout out some more people in these shout outs in the future as they subscribe to the Patreon. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video.